Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Street Tips here. Today is Wednesday, March 13, and you can see we've got our current flow through the cells has been greatly reduced. Both of these cells are full, so we're going to go ahead and do a harvest today. And before we get going here, I just wanted to show you right quick. Turn the power off to cell number 2. I made a modification on this power supply. It had some holes drilled in each of the poles, and so what I did is I drilled them out so that they would accept a 10 gauge wire, so that I can feed the wire right up through there now and not have to worry about wrapping the wire around the pole. Just feed it right through the hole that's in the pole. The power supply on number 1 did not have holes drilled in the pole, so I still got to rely on wrapping the wire around the poles in order to make it stick, or to connect the wires like that. This is the anode electrode bar for silver cell number 1. I just wanted to show right here the connection is pretty much gone from bimetallic corrosion right there, and so we're going to retire this anode bar. In fact, if I see how it's there it goes, it broke. These bars will last about a year, and then this connection right here fails due to bimetallic corrosion. Here I have a brand new anode electrode bar. It's a 10 gauge copper wire that's cast right into about a 2.5 troy ounce pure silver bar, and I do it that way to ensure that I get the best connection. We'll use this when we fire the silver cell up, and I make these and I have these available for sale on my eBay site. This is the anode electrode bar for silver cell number 2. It's still usable, but it is beginning to thin out down there. And as you can see, a little bit of it has been eaten away by the electrolytic action. If we keep this bar up out of the electrolyte in the anode filter, then this won't happen. But this is probably due to the fact that it was coming in contact with the edge of the anode filter that is saturated with silver nitrate electrolyte, and it just ate it away. I save these filters because they'll have a ton of silver left in them, and I just pull them out of the cup here. I'll wash this off and get it prepared for reuse. And this is the silver cell slimes. In here you can see it's a bunch of goop and mess. It'll have some precious metals in it, mainly silver, but there could be a little bit of platinum group metals and gold in there as well. So what we'll do is we'll save these and we'll process them separately. Look at all this beautiful pure silver crystal. This is cell number 2. And this is cell number 1. Just beautiful. I don't know if the camera can do it justice. It's really something to look at. Very nice. Should be about 3 kilos of pure silver here. This is the electrolyte from cell number 2. This is the second use, the second run on the same electrolyte. So I'm not going to use this one. We're going to cement the silver out of here and recover the silver. This is electrolyte from cell number 1. It's only been through one run of the silver cell, so we're going to reuse the electrolyte here. We're going to add some more silver, pure silver nitrate to it, and use it a second time. Cell number 2. Silver cell number 1. Going to add some distilled water to the silver in cell number 2. There'll be a little bit of electrolyte left in here, and so we want to get that in with the silver that we're going to be cementing out of this electrolyte. We're going to transfer our silver into this beaker carefully. Give this a quick rinse. Look at all that pure silver, man. I'll set this back out of the way, and what we'll do is pull our other group of silver over here. See if I can pull this camera up without making a mess. And we're going to add a little distilled water to this one as well. Just kind of give it a preliminary rinse, and then we'll add this to the jar that we're going to cement the silver out of. Now we'll take our silver from this silver cell number 1, transfer it into our beaker. A little bit of the silver spilled. Put it in with some cement silver and we'll run it back through the cell. Now we'll pour the rest of the electrolyte off out of these. You can see there's still some down in the bottom of the beaker. Take our electrolyte over here to the fume hood, add a piece of copper, and cement the silver out of this electrolyte. Got a piece of clean copper here. Stick it down in the cell now and start cementing the silver out of the electrolyte. What I'll do now is submerge the silver in some distilled water and let it soak for a while. When we get all the electrolyte rinsed off and get it dried off, we'll weigh it up and get a measurement on it. But it sure does look like a lot more than just 3 kilos of silver here. What I'll do now is rinse the silver off. I'll pour the rinses in this bucket and we'll save that water because we can use that when we go to cement out silver from our silver solutions. You've got to dilute that stuff before you can cement the silver out in it. And so what I'm going to do is rinse this over and over, and I'll probably use a separate container to put the to split this up because there's so much here that I'm not going to be able to get a good rinse on it in this small beaker. Let's get the silver from silver cell number 2 into this container now. Just going to rinse it down out of here with some water. Make sure I get a full count. Here you can see I've used nearly 4 gallons of water so far to rinse the silver off. Let me get the little excess water that might be in here out of here. Alright, now we'll take this over and put it on some heat and get this dried off so we can weigh it up. This is from silver cell number 2. And here's a look at the cement silver. And now what we'll do is continue rinsing our silver from silver cell number 1. This silver appears to be a lot more dense than the consistency of the silver from silver cell number 2. I've already weighed the other pan. Let's see what this one is. 1259. We're going to call it 1260, and I'll write that right on the side here. 1260 grams. Now let's get the silver from silver cell number 1 down into this pan. Try to rinse it out so we can get a full accounting here. Okay, I know everybody wants to see this. I'm going to reach down in here and stir this up. This is just a cement silver on a piece of copper. This is from the used electrolyte from silver cell number 2. Alright, I've got a burner here that I bought recently at a yard sale. And what we'll do is use this to dry the silver from silver cell number 1. Both of our pans of silver are dry now. Let's take them in so we can get a weight on these. Alright, here's our silver. And let's look over here. I've got a scale set up. Turn him on. I've got a pan up here that we'll use. Pyrex baking dish. Let's get this zeroed out. And now what we'll do, this is the silver from cell number 2. We're going to get a weight on it first. Here we go. All right, that's 1,596 grams. Now we're going to pour in the silver. Well, let's go ahead and, what's that, 1,596, say 1,600. We're going to zero this back out. And this is the silver from cell number 1. Let's go ahead and just dump this right on in now. All right, that's 2,786. Okay, this is 2,876. 2,786 is what we had, plus 1,596. Is that right? 4,384. Let me do that again. 2,786 plus 1,596. 4,382 grams of high purity silver. Good Lord. Over 4 kilos of pure silver. Wow. I didn't expect that much. I kind of knew it was going to be more than 3, but I didn't realize it was going to be that much more. All right, this will conclude the video. Thanks for watching.